Hello and welcome to lesson 3 in how to create a healthy, happy body that you love mini-series. Today we are going to cover something super exciting and important for creating a healthy body. It's basically, the foundation. We're going to learn the foundation on how to build your meal and how to build your meal for stabilizing your blood sugar, how to build your meal for weight loss, how to build your meal for avoiding cravings. I hope that you are making notes so that you can start implementing this. And I also want to stress that these are guidelines. Now, everybody is different. Everyone has a different need. Everyone has a different body. Some people exercise a lot, some people don't exercise at all. So how much we eat and what we eat, all depends on our body's needs. These are again guidelines. So you really have to modify according to your body wisdom and knowing, how much you exercise and stuff like that. But I just want to stress the importance of mastering this, learning how to build your meals, what to put in your meals for it to be a healthy meal, and start practicing this and doing it consistently. You will be amazed once you get the handle on this, once you get this, once you learn how to do this and once you implement it, you will notice amazing benefits, especially people who are having issues with cravings or weight issues. So let's get started. So how do you build your meal? So if you are committed to eating animal protein, I would say include about 1 serving of lean protein per meal. And for women, the guidelines are between 4 to 6 ounces of lean meat, and for men 6 to 8 ounces. And this again will have to be modified according to body wisdom. And also to mention that if you are eating the quality of the meat you eat, if you go for example to a restaurant and order a piece of steak or a piece of meat, the chances are that is not grass-fed, right? And what I deviate again, but I just have to say this. And what they feed, cows and other animals nowadays is often GMO feed, cheap feed that is have been genetically modified. And when they eat that, when we eat the steak, we get that into our body. So if we do want to eat or to have meat in our diet, it's important to go for high quality meat, grass-fed meat. And also to mention about fish. If you are eating fish, if you're dedicated to eating fish, I would focus only on wild fish because there's a lot of concerns about eating farmed fish. One of the things is that they use antibiotics for lice for these fish, but also not only that, there's some, especially Costco fish, this has no antibiotics, but that's not the only issue. There are other issues too, that fish that is farmed has been shown to contain different chemicals, different substances linked to plastic and other chemicals that are not good for the human body, and they have even been linked to cancer. So wild fish, grass-fed meat, if you're into eating meat. So that is the meat. And then to include some sort of healthy fat in your meal is a good idea. What is a healthy fat? Well, first of all, I will give you an example. Avocado is a healthy fat. And some people are, if you're into like plant-based eating, you don't really want to eat oils, and that's perfectly fine. So you can focus on, adding avocado when you're using, or nuts and seeds. And remember, things like flaxseed and chia seeds also contain fat, right? And it's considered a healthy fat. So keep that in mind when you add fat. There is a lot of things that contain fat. But avocado is a really great example of an easy to digest fat for the body. It's good for the liver, and not too hard for the liver to process. What else? Oh, I wanted to mention another thing. If you are a person who are dedicated to eating oils and using oils, I would say extra virgin olive oil, organic ideally, or cold pressed, coconut oil, are a couple of good options. Avocado oil is also good. So you can use that if you are committed to using oils in your cooking. So that's the fat, lean protein fat. Okay, so then I would also get 1 to 2 servings of high fiber starchy veggies in each meal. And I will give you some examples like squash, any type of squash, or wild rice, or if you're into eating grains, or let's see, lentils, quinoa. But keep in mind here, even black beans or chickpeas are also examples. And keep in mind here that always tune into your body and notice how you react to a certain food, because you might think, oh, I want to eat this bean, but you might get digestive upset from that. So tune in and notice you might have to switch it out for another bean, or scrap the beans altogether. Anyways, I'm not going to deviate. And then I would also include like 2 to 3 servings, really the more the better, of vegetables such as cauliflower, broccoli. So these are kind of like the non-starchy vegetables. So I would include 2 to 3 servings, even as much as you want until you get full, because it's so good for you if you can tolerate them again. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, red bell peppers. Well, you don't have to get the red, but I like this. This is very high in nutrients. What else? Spinach. Oh, I almost forgot spinach. Spinach is amazing, really cleansing. And I know there's certain people who, if they don't include anything green like spinach in their meal, they get crazy sugar cravings. So one way to include spinach, one little trick that I have is I make this delicious, amazing smoothie that I put like probably 4 to 6 cups of spinach in it. And then it's so much easier and quicker to eat it. If you think that chewing on lettuce takes too long, because I sometimes have that issue. It's like I could sit here for an hour and eat. I don't have time for this, right? So that's something to keep in mind. So those are the general guidelines on how to build your meal for stabilizing your blood sugar. And balancing your blood sugar is really key to maintaining a healthy weight, and it's also key to how much energy you have, because the blood sugar dictates how hungry we feel and how much energy that we have. And the best way to balance our blood sugar is to build our meals in the right way, with the right types of food for our body. Now again, don't use anything that I say as dogma, because your body is unique. You will have to tune into your body to notice, and this is part of what I do when I work with clients too, to help them decipher what is the right thing for them to include on their plate. These are general guidelines of how a healthy meal can look like. Now, you certainly don't, if you're dedicated to eating plant-based, which is a very healthy way to eat, obviously you wouldn't include the lean protein, right? So it's all up to you. Because you have get all the protein that you need in lentils and beans and stuff, or even nuts and seeds if you're dedicated to that. In any case, I mentioned, I think in a previous video, that I had a client who came to me with out-of-control cravings. She had such bad cravings that if after dinner she didn't have anything sweet at home, she would have to either go to the store to buy or bake a cake, because it was so out of control. And once she learned how to build her meals for her specific body, using her specific body wisdom with my help, she mastered how to build her meal, and the cravings were gone. And not only that, she contacted me, she told me via text message, she said, I've lost 1.2 inches all over my body since we started working together. I was like, whoa, great job. And that wasn't even her goal. But she didn't mind. That is how, those are the general guidelines for how to build your meal for weight loss, stabilizing blood sugar, which is all related, to avoid cravings, and to feel satiated for longer, which also will help you avoid, grabbing, going for maybe a food choice or a snack that might not be in alignment with your health goal, right? So, yeah, so now you have the general guidelines. So all you need to do is put this into action. And I want to mention that all these things that I have been covering in these 3 videos, there's one important ingredient missing in all of this. And that is to have the right system, the right support, and the right accountability. Because I see it over and over again, people who don't have the right support, they don't have the right accountability, and they don't have kind of like a system to use, how to gradually do this. It's like, the 3 legs of a stool. You pull one out and the stool is going to fall sooner or later. So I want to stress the importance of getting support and help around, creating a healthy, happy body that you love. And that's exactly what I do as a health coach. And I would love to connect with you. And in fact, you get a free 45-minute consultation with me by entering this little mini series. So just reach out to me and we'll set something up. And I would love to talk to you here about your specific struggles, what's your vision for your health, and I will help you. I will help you get there. Can't wait to hear from you. Take care.